Good morning, Ozarks. We're coming to you live from the beautiful Jamestown Plaza in Jamestown, Rogersville, Missouri. We got Bruce Porter here with you today, financial expert, going to be talking about what to do and not to do with your income tax refund right after this.
Putting the client first. That was my main priority some 20 years ago when I started the Resource Center, and it remains my priority today. That's why I wrote Finding the Courage to Retire, to help guide you confidently along a journey that should be the most rewarding of your life, from creating sustainable income and preservation strategies to understanding Social Security, Medicare, and much more. This book is the retirement roadmap you need. To get your free copy, just call or email our office today.
You know, that's a cool book you got there, Bruce.
Yeah, thanks.
You seen any other cool books recently?
Yeah, let's see. There's one out on Kindle. Let's see, something about a naked lawyer or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Lawyer.
Something just like that.
Yeah, something without a suit.
Without a suit, yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, I wrote the forward for that.
You did.
guy.
A beautiful forward it is, too.
Yeah.
Thank you for doing that. I
think
appreciate
that's what'll
that.
push it over the top on
I do,
the
too.
bestseller list.
I do. I just hope people will read beyond the forward. You know, they
Yeah.
may just get that and say, that's enough. I don't need that.
So, yeah, you can get the Kindle version for that for
99 cents this week.
99 cents this week.
This week, yeah.
And, read it up and review it. And
good reviews, please.
yeah, we want nothing but good
nothing but
reviews.
good reviews on that. But,
Right?
yeah, that's fun. But let's talk about tax refunds.
Yeah, what do you do with your tax refund? I mean, there's some pros and cons to that. So, it's like, should I go in debt further and buy something, or should I save it, or
Well, that is a big problem that a lot of people have when they get a boon of money, is they now use that as a down payment to get into a debt situation that then they can't afford.
Yeah, I mean, you use your tax refund for a car purchase.
Right, yeah, you buy a car, sure.
So you buy a depreciating asset, and now what do you got? You got a car payment for the next 5, 6, 7 years.
So,
and you've created an additional obligation on a monthly basis. Now, if you need a car, absolutely buy a car. But you know what? Consider buying a used car and let somebody else take the major hit on the devaluation at the front side.
I think
a depreciating asset is something you don't want to buy. Billionaires don't drive new cars.
No.
Right?
Right.
And so we all want new cars, and that's great. But when you rethink it, it's transportation to get you here to there. Steve Jobs once said, doesn't matter if you drive a $200,000 car or a $2,000 car, you're going to arrive at the destination at the same time.
yeah, that's right.
Right?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if your watch is a $10,000 Rolex or a $100 Casio.
Well, he was more in favor of the $700 Apple Watch, I think. But, if he was going to make his preference.
Yeah, after the fact. But anyway, so when you're talking about, all of this stuff, you don't want to splurge.
Well, you don't want to buy debt, right?
Yeah, you don't want to buy debt. Remember, your tax refund, it's basically giving your money back to you that you overpaid the government
That's right.
for about 15, 16 months.
Yep.
And they're going, oh, here, Will, you can have your money back. And you go, hey, what about my interest?
Yeah, no, thank you.
Oh, no interest. We had a free loan for a year. So when you buy something nice, you can save big money by opening a retail credit card, right? So if you're going to go to the mall and go buy a pair of jeans, hey, I can save you 20% today if you'll sign up for this credit card. I've sat and watched clerks do that to young people, and they buy it.
Sure.
And they get the discount, and now they're sustaining this generational problem, which
debt.
is that I can go in debt and it's no big deal. No, you shouldn't do that. So don't ever take a discount for spending retail with money.
That interest is one of the most powerful forces in the universe. It can be working for you or against you.
Yeah. When you enable bad habits by encouraging debt, that's not a good way to go.
No.
And for goodness sakes, don't go to the casino with your tax refund. I've actually known people that do that.
Ooh.
And they'll go blow it in one weekend.
Yep.
And,
I guess if that's your entertainment budget and you blew it on entertainment, like you were going to spend it on a concert,
Right.
or spend it on a vacation, and you decided instead you're going to spend it on the entertainment of gambling, and you
So-
were able to contain it, maybe.
Let me daddy up on you a little bit.
All right.
Unless you've got 3 to 6 months of your current income
for sure.
in savings, you don't have an entertainment budget,
Brilliant. Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
There's the
sure.
problem with that generation is I want self-satisfaction, I want immediate satisfaction, and I'm not going to worry about the future. I'm not going to worry if I get sick and I'm off work with the flu for 3 weeks or a month. I'm not going to worry about that. I'll figure that out down the road. That's not the way to be. You need to have some savings. People need to realize that. We have a negative savings rate in the United States. We have more credit card debt than we have money in the bank. So people need to break this cycle.
For sure.
You need to break that habit. You need to, come up with a better plan.
Well, everybody wants to be self-sufficient, independent, and financial independence is one of the keys. And if you're dependent on your employer and your ability to stay employed, you're not independent. You're not self-sufficient.
That's exactly right. Now, maybe here's some things you might consider doing with your refund, right? Don't put yourself in debt. We've talked about that. Pay down loans and credit cards. So if you've got some existing debt, pay it off. Make a dent in it. You'll feel better about it. Start building your emergency fund. We talked about that. If you think, well, you know what's interesting? When you get a $5,000 tax refund, that just tells me that somebody somewhere, maybe it's your tax preparer, maybe it's whatever, somebody's not giving you good advice because you just give the government money for a year for free. So talk to your accountant. Always talk to your accountant or your tax preparer about these tax situations, right? But if you're getting a huge refund, please
stop it.
Go to HR, go to your employer, adjust your W-2 to where you want your tax refund to be zero and you want to owe zero.
My goal is to pay $1 every year.
That's perfect.
I want to pay $1.
Because, if you're getting a big refund and you get in the habit of doing that and you blow it, I'd rather increase your monthly take-home pay.
And when you do that,
create a budget.
when you do that and you convert your refund to a monthly or weekly a paycheck increase, take that increase and save it or pay it or use that to pay down your credit card.
Well, the bottom line,
every month,
it helps you establish budgeting. Best laid plans have to always be adjustable and changeable, right? If you've got a plan written in concrete, you're not kidding anybody.
Well, except for
'Cause
your
nobody
irrevocable,
sticks to it.
except for your irrevocable trusts, right? We need.
Well, now your estate planning, that's a different story. We'll pick that up another day. But, when it comes to this stuff, talk to your tax people. Try to get your refund to zero. That way you get more take-home pay. And you know what? If you want, give us a call. We'll be glad to visit with you about it and give you some advice. But the bottom line is we want to make sure that we're offering some substance to the advice we give you.
For sure.
That's going to help your immediate situation. But don't be ignorant about it.
Yep.
Don't be passive. Get in there, dig into it, try to figure out why or if there's a better way for you to do what you're doing with your money. That's just what we recommend.
Yeah.
We've got 4 workshops this
In March.
month,
Yeah, first one's going to be Tuesday.
Give us a shout.
If
come and see us.
you want more information, give Bruce a call, 417-882-1800. Be happy to sit down and talk to you about that.
Absolutely.
You can sign up and reserve your spot in one of our estate planning workshops. They're a lot of fun. People like them. We've been doing them for, 5 or 6 years now. And 7? I don't know. I've lost track.
think
But
7 or 8.
we're still going.
Might be 9.
And we still like doing them. So give them a call, 417-882-1800. We'll be back next week with more dollars and cents.
Investment advisory services offered only by duly registered individuals through AE Wealth Management, LLC. AE Wealth Management and the Resource Center, Inc. are not affiliated companies. Investing involves risk, including the potential loss of principal. Any references to protection, safety, or lifetime income generally refer to fixed insurance products, never securities or investments. Insurance guarantees are backed by the financial strength and claims-paying abilities of the issuing carrier. This podcast is intended for informational purposes only. It is not intended to be used as the sole basis for financial decisions, nor should it be construed as advice designed to meet a particular need of an individual situation. The Resource Center Inc. is not permitted to offer, and no statement made during this podcast shall constitute tax or legal advice. Our firm is not affiliated with or endorsed by the U.S. government or any governmental agency. The information and opinions contained herein, provided by third parties, have been obtained from sources believed to be reliable, but accuracy and completeness cannot be guaranteed by the Resource Center Inc. This podcast is a paid placement.